The challenge also was getting as close to what you needed out of the food you're eating without having to supplement. So for example, protein, trying to eat as much protein as necessary is sometimes difficult, especially if you're not home. Because I think if you're home, you manage a whole lot easier. But if you're out or you're traveling, sometimes you may not be in a situation where you're able to get as much protein as you need. So you need to supplement with a protein bar or maybe a protein shake.
Right. It's all in the planning, right?
All the planning.
Did you find it hard to get all the protein in at first?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd be scrambling to have eggs. No, I'm just kidding. But scrambling to figure out how
Yeah.
to make it work. And but with Kathy's advice and coaching, you figure out your protein, you plan ahead. Planning is key, and it ends up working out. Sometimes you're short, and I had to actually also learn, because I'm sometimes like so by the book or whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm missing 5 grams of protein. And it's like I had to learn to be like, it's okay, it's okay for today. So some days you're over, some days you're under, and you learn that that's okay.
I love that. That's a great point. Thank you so much. Is there anything that you want to add onto this?
um, yeah, I actually have a prop. Labels on foods that are in cans or jars are your friend. So reading labels, learning what to look for. Tuna fish, awesome for protein and very little fat and no carbs. So back to, tracking and getting in the right amount of protein, fat, carbs. You have a go-to when you like, what am I going to have if you like tuna? But
Right.
because sometimes other things like eggs, they're a good source of protein, but they also are higher in fat. So you need to maybe go to egg whites. And instead of buying eggs and cracking them, buy them in the container.
But actually, egg whites don't have a ton of protein in them because most of the protein is in the
Then the yolk.
is in the yolk. So yeah, it's a balance, and it's a learning curve too to figure out like what is going to work for your lifestyle, what you enjoy, and how to make those work.
And
So
I
and it
think
takes time.
it takes time. And once, going back to the labels being your friend, the sneaky things are usually the carbs that, there's added sugar in so many products that until you start reading labels, you don't even realize it. So that's just like always ups the carb count.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there
so
anything that comes to mind that you were thinking of?
um, peanut butter.
Yeah.
Peanut butter seems to be like a go-to. Oh, I'll just slap some peanut butter on celery sticks or apples, or a cracker or something, or just right off the spoon. But peanut butter as a protein source is good, but it's also, you have to be careful because it's loaded with carbs and fats.
Carbs and fats, yeah. It's not the solid, straight up protein.
Yeah,
I
and
think what's surprising that people don't count is condiments like ketchup and mustard doesn't have really a lot, but just those condiments, those barbecue sauces and stuff like that. And obviously salad dressings, but they can sneak up on you. So,
right. And the other thing I want to say, in line with peanut butter is just nuts, snacking on nuts. I used to be like, oh, have all these nuts, have nuts in the car, have nuts in the house, have nuts everywhere. But they are a good source of protein, but they also are higher in fat, a lot of them. So then you get your fat sneaking in there.
yep.
But overall, it's a balance, and it is a learning curve, but it's not impossible.
I love it. Thank you so much. I totally appreciate you coming on today. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kathy.